I think Sexy Red is one of the most.
Do you kiss her on the mouth? 10,000?
10,000, yes.
50 bands. So you want nasty? Yo,
God
didn't
damn,
even blink.
bro.
Didn't even blink.
You could have said 100,000, like 100,000, but 10 bands. I mean, hey, whatever.
10 bands is 10 bands.
I get it.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
On a Saturday, it's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcasts. You can listen to the show on Podbeam as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all over the place. And trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell that friend that the page is growing. Claw,
Hey, how are you?
would you stop writing on my board?
I'm not writing. Oh.
What's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
It's Christmas.
You look like Tone Loc with a Santa hat on.
Tone Loc?
Yeah, because of the glasses. That's, you know what I mean? What's his name in Ace Ventura? No, it's not.
I do not look like no fucking Tone Loc.
You like Tone Loc with those glasses? And I don't know. I'm just catching the vibe.
Hey,
Wow, dang.
Wow, dang.
Like the baby from Baby is Good.
Funky cold.
No. No.
That's a classic. How are
But
you?
it is Christmas.
It is.
It's Christmas. I don't like it. I'm not a Christmas person.
What do you mean?
I'm just not a Christmas
You're
person.
not for these 4 weeks of pure joy and miracles?
Don't like it. I hate the music. I hate the festivities. I hate the tree lighting. All of it is just nonsense to me. It's all a money grab. It's all a scheme. People out there going crazy. You got people shoulder to shoulder, rubbing shoulders just to watch this stupid ass tree. Like what? For what?
I know what it sounds like. You didn't get a Turbo Man as a kid, huh?
I never wanted the Turbo
Yeah,
Man.
Turbo Man was fire. You a hater.
I had the Dragon Zord and the Megazord. That's all I needed.
Turbo Man was
That's all I
legit.
needed, right? I got what I wanted, but I can't get jiggy with Christmas. I just can't. You
I
know,
love it.
can't get. We all know you love it.
I love it.
I can't take it.
You know what I like about it? I love just the whole premise of it. It's just that it's about joy.
It's a scam.
It could be a scam. Everything in life is a fucking scam.
No, it's not.
It's just that it's a scam in a sense where it brings joy to people.
So as long as it's a scam that makes you feel good, you're okay with it.
Well, that's with anything in life. Like things that you may like, I may not like.
Yeah, college.
Because
But
wait,
that doesn't mean it's a scam,
it's
though.
not for you.
It's a scam.
Hey, it's okay. You know what?
So that's what I'm saying. If you're okay with the scam, you're
Yeah.
okay with the scam.
There's a lot of scams that people are okay
You
with.
see, I don't like that. I don't like that. We need to change. We need to change that.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Something.
You ever saw Nightmare Before Christmas?
I did.
Did you like it?
That was a great movie.
It was not a bad movie.
So maybe you like the Dark Christmas.
You know, that's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Because when I think about Christmas, for me, like Home Alone is my thing, right? I love Home Alone the movie. That's my official Christmas movie. After that, it's Die Hard, right? That's my other official Christmas movie. And then after that would be, I don't really know. Like what else is out there?
I don't know, but I got something real quick.
Mm.
All right, so look, these kids on IG, and they're not kids, they're like young guys, but they're talking about a conspiracy theory that's in Home Alone.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hear me out. So the mother says, I'll sell my soul to get my son back, or find a way to get to my son.
She did not say that.
She said that in the movie. She would give my soul, do that, right? Then John Candy, the Polka King, comes right behind her, and they start becoming cool. And he's like, you know what? I'll help you get your son back. Come to find out, that's the devil.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, but all right, but what ended up happening? What was the bad thing that happened?
Soul?
She sold her soul to
But nothing bad happened to her.
Nothing bad really
I
happened.
thought she said she'd give like anything up.
Because-
not her soul. I thought like
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be trying to rewrite Home Alone, bro. That was
Because
never in the movie,
at the
bro.
end of the movie, she got her son back.
That's what I'm
with no
saying.
consequence.
Like, what are we talking about here?
But look at Macaulay Culkin now.
Stop it.
And then she lost him again because she didn't.
Just stop.
You feel me? She didn't give it up.
She lost him again because he's a badass kid. That's what happened.
Hey.
That's what happened. Yo, we unpacked this on a few pods ago. He was a terrible child.
Welcome to this.
He was.
You know what?
He
He
was a
really
piece of
wasn't.
shit.
Yes, he was.
He's a piece
No.
of shit.
He
You
was.
don't walk it back now.
He
Don't
wasn't
do
a
that.
terrible kid.
Don't walk it back now.
He had
you
to deal-
said that
Did you
he was
see
a
it?
bad child.
No, he was.
Don't walk it
All
back
right, you know
now.
what? I'm sorry. Can I rephrase it? He was mischievous. He was
What
mischievous.
child isn't?
And that's all it was. He was a
You said
mischievous
that
child.
he
was
deserved
abandoned.
everything that happened to him. You said that.
But nothing bad really happened to him.
They left him. What you talking
Motherfucker
about?
got adopted.
He had a great time.
The man had a bird lady take care of
Said,
him.
"Run, Kevin."
What are you
As he
doing?
threw the bird seed in the air.
Come on now.
I blame Buzz for everything.
You didn't blame Buzz before.
I blame Buzz now.
You see, yo, switch side up.
Buzz,
Buzz.
it's all Buzz's fault.
Now it's Buzz's fault.
Buzz and the uncle.
Silent
Yes,
assassin.
Buzz and the uncle.
Do you remember this man,
Buzz
this
and the
charlatan,
uncle.
when he was talking like, oh yeah, it was Kevin's fault.
Right, it's the Buzz and the
They
uncle.
fucking hated Kevin.
Yeah,
They hated Kevin because he was a
And
dick.
he was forgotten.
yeah.
Listen,
he
Kev
was
Kev called his mom what do you call her, an idiot?
Yeah.
Get your ass up there and stay in that room.
Yo, you saw the part. You saw the part.
It don't matter.
The meme.
You can't say that.
You saw the meme where like it was a black mother instead.
Yeah, whipped his ass.
Whooped his ass.
Whooped his ass. Jimmy the Super Intern, have you ever watched Home Alone? Yeah. Both of them?
Yeah, I've definitely seen the second one.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't just skip to the second. Don't do that.
No, I
Okay?
think of myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Bringing out Home Alone 3.
I don't want to see that.
He's a man,
I don't want to see that.
Wait, there is a Home Alone 3 already.
but they're like Home Alone 3 with him.
There's like a bunch of them.
There's already a Home Alone.
There's like a
3.
bothose are Home Alone.
Those are the ones that
Yeah, we
like,
don't watch those.
Yeah.
Those are
We
the
don't
straight
watch
to
those.
DVD ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Straight to DVD one. We
Straight
don't
to
care about
tape.
those. That was the blockbuster.
Yo, my man was
Blockbuster version
my man
of Home
was
Alone.
homeboy with the shovel.
Oh yeah, the neighbor.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
He had real problems though.
No, he
Yeah.
did not. He
It
was
was
an
a hard
old man.
time for him, bro.
No, he did have problems because
No, he
He
didn't.
lost his
remember
family.
his
his
family
his
was
wife.
gone. Remember his daughter.
Him and his
Yeah.
son didn't speak.
Right.
We don't know what the son did. Son might have been a crackhead. You don't know. He probably just cut him off. So look, I gave you too much money. Gave you too much money. Now you gotta hit rock bottom, right? You already know how to do it. You gotta cut him off. Make sure he don't have no contact with the family, right? That's probably what happened.
Yeah, but he was a lonely man.
Yeah, because I'm sure he misses his son.
Well,
But his
yo,
son's a crackhead.
That shovel
What
game
you
was
wanna
real
do?
though. That shovel game was I
It
missed
was real. That was like
time
a
with the one time.
But see,
Yeah.
I
Casey
think at
Jones.
the same time, it was him also showing Kevin how to change your life to where you don't end up like me, alone.
At least it wasn't
and
grooming.
not have any crackhead children.
Right.
Yeah, happens.
I don't think his son was a crackhead.
You got hey, listen. Jasmine in the building? Where you going? Huh? She entered the building, now she left the building. Yes, so please, how are you?
To me?
Yes. Because you just started talking without you just skipped the intro.
Oh, fuck that intro. I'm here. I feel great. It's Christmas time. 106.
Don't ruin protocol just because it's Christmas time.
Bro, it puts me in great
I don't
spirits.
care.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Pause. You need to watch your mouth. You need to chill
Just
out.
stop.
Whatever you like in your chest is your
I
business.
like those JINGLE
Pause.
Pause. What?
Yeah, you like jingle
Hey,
balls.
listen, it's the holiday
I didn't
party.
say jingle balls. I said jingle bells.
It's the holiday party. Whatever you're into.
Right.
That's what you said.
You got
HR said
technically,
you
you
need
got a
that.
ball on your neck. Pause.
Pause.
You got a white ball on your neck.
Relax.
White,
Stop it.
hairy ball on your neck.
Stop.
Whose balls is that?
Enough.
Got Santa's balls on you.
Stop it right now.
Imagine that's what that represents for real.
Wow.
Oh yeah, why you gotta get
Hey,
dark,
hey,
bro?
hey.
I don't like Christmas, but you taking another
Hey,
side to
They
this.
ain't gonna like it no more. Even more now.
This
That's
is wicked.
You know what's so great about Christmas is that
Nothing.
like granted there's some people who are born into poverty and that's their problem. But for the ones that
Jesus.
aren't born into poverty and can afford to experience a real
Yo.
Christmas, it's great. Like your kids come downstairs, they open the gift. They
So
see the
why
tree,
why people that are poor can't share the same type of joys? You don't have to get the expensive Christmas gift, bro, to enjoy Christmas.
Well,
Don't do
I
that.
didn't say that.
Don't do that.
I did not say that.
Don't. That's what you insinuated. Don't
If
do
you-
that.
If you homeless and you live on the streets, you ain't gonna wrap a rock in toilet paper and be happy.
There's a difference between poverty and homeless. Okay? What are we doing here, son? What are we doing?
What? Listen, first off, people in the projects have more money than most people because their rent's like $40 fucking.
Where are we going with this?
How many Benzes do you see in the projects? How many Benzes and Beamers do you see in the projects? Bro?
I understand.
Yo, I saw the new X7.
But just because you live in the P's don't mean that you
all
gotta be poor.
All you gotta do is get on that lease. You know what I'm saying? Once you're on that lease, you're good. Once the
insurance,
right? Exactly.
I can't.
Once
with
the person
y'all.
dies and it gets left to
I
you,
can't with y'all.
you're good to go.
I can't do this. We got a lot to talk about. People, all right, we're just gonna move on. Lots to discuss. Thursday night football between the the Rams and who?
I didn't watch it.
Rams and who?
Saints.
Saints. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Rams and Saints. We're gonna talk about them briefly, very briefly. What did Nicole do?
Forgot her.
Silent assassin.
You forgot Silent assassin.
No, I did. I called her name.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
No, it was that
Silent
stupid-ass
assassin.
hat.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's a lot of chaos that happened in this Christmas party. How are you today?
Good. I wanted to share something with you. I saw it in Target.
You better not be no Christmas stuff. And it better not be the Black Santa Claus. It better not
If
be.
there's a black Santa, there has to be a black Mrs. Claus.
Right.
I've seen a black Miss Claus.
No.
It's
Take a
interracial.
No. She's white.
Interracial.
She's white.
It's interracial.
Oh yeah, she's white.
Yes, so tell us.
There was multiple sections, but this was the miniatures celebrating.
Miniatures, midgets.
They got Santa Nigglets.
Oh, Santa Nigglets.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Yo.
That's dope. I should buy him and put him on the steps.
Yo. They going too far now, bro. Like, I get all right, what was it? The 3 foot? Was it 3 foot, 4 foot? Big Santa Claus? You got the Nigglets on the shelf. I don't do that.
I'll be honest with you.
That's offensive,
I'll be
bro.
honest with you, I get it.
Nah, son.
I completely get
That's
it.
offensive.
You know why? Because think about this, right? Up until what year was everybody thought Jesus was white?
Forever?
Exactly.
Thursday.
Right.
Day one?
Exactly. But from the region where Jesus is from, there's no way he could have been white.
Facts. Very true.
Hard tan.
Listen, they say in the Bible, they say that like he has a hair of wool,
Yeah.
right?
So maybe Santa, is really black.
Santavius.
Santana? Santonio?
Santanio Claus.
Yo.
What is going on here at the Christmas party? What is going on here at the All Even Podcast? What's something? You caused this.
And another thing to elaborate.
You caused this.
And to elaborate, the what we would consider the have-nots, peasants, whatever you want to call them.
You stop. You already came at them.
What I'm saying is, they get free shit.
They do.
They get free turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Right.
They go to the toy drive.
Shouts
The kids
to
get
Nino
free
Brown.
bites.
So why don't you go to the same place? You get the same things.
Nah, they're like
You gotta blend in.
But you know what? It's kind of like going to a school play, and then you sit next to some of these parents. And you say, "Why am I how are their kids in school with mine?"
Oh, so you're one of those.
What are one of those?
One of the uppity people.
I'm not uppity.
You're a little uppity. You are. You have certain standards that you know.
I don't get free turkey. I gotta buy mine.
You have the resources.
They do too. They pay $40 for rent.
Yo, put it out for rent. Fire.
Yo, listen, if I could pay $40 for my mortgage, I'd do it too. I don't get that doing.
And then you
What
get
you want me to do?
You pay
That's-
$40, get a
free
free
turkey.
turkey, free bites.
That's right.
Oh, and you get to reap the benefits from the coat drive.
Yeah, and make sure I have 3 carts of food to bring back home to my family. Why not? That's being up. That's what that is.
Right.
That's a fleece.
Exactly.
Like a Christmas fleece,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah. See how I tied that in there? See?
You know what? I think the Grinch was from the projects.
No, he was not.
Nah, he's from
Grinch was bougie.
He's from Malvern.
He definitely bougie.
What do you mean he's bougie? Isn't everyone in the most people nowadays in the projects are bougie.
But I think the Grinch really was bougie. Like he was just a guy that just didn't mix with the people that were there. So he decided to go up into the mountains and
On my
live by
own
himself. had his own spot.
Started his own
First
gang.
off,
Gee,
he didn't even have a game because he was Dolly, but I think he was a doomsday prepper.
that was a good movie. I like that.
I think the Grinch was a doomsday prepper.
I think the Grinch. We all seen that the Grinch was a very sensitive guy and he just wanted to be appreciated.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of us, right?
Yeah, Tone Loc.
I was trying to be sentimental on Christmas.
I love it.
Yeah, screw
We
Christmas.
doing KEKS stands? What we doing?
Lots to get into. Okay, we have what else do we have to talk about here? After I was distracted from your nonsense. Jets watch. It's a lot of news and
No one's
Jets
watching.
land. We are still watching. Because I got a lot to say about him. Remember how he tried to come at me last week, boy. He really did. Zach Will. Yeah. What about now? Huh? What about now? Yeah.
Thanks.
Big game for our Cowboys this week.
Oh, yeah.
Big game for our
game.
Cowboys this week. You know, we're playing those Dolphins.
Fish.
That Dolphins. Fish.
Fish.
Yeah. Gotta talk about them. Lakers suck again. We could talk about that. Knicks are really good.
Oh,
I think the Knicks have found their superstar. We're going to discuss that. John Morant's back.
Yeah.
Had a game-winning shot.
Looked really good.
You know what I mean?
Looked really good.
Look really good. Are the Pistons one of the worst teams that we've ever seen in North American history? I want to talk about that. They just lost their record amount of games. I want to talk about that. Zion. You know, I always love to talk about Zion. The man has a non-guaranteed contract.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting to discuss. Baseball talk. Yamamoto goes to the Dodgers just like I said he would. Just like I said he would. And I got a lot to say to Yankee fans because they're so mad today. They lied to us. Oh, yeah. Irrelevant news of the week. And then the greatest segment on the planet, W of the week.
Dummy. Yeah.
What is the off-topic conversation we having? I mean, we had several just now, so we were just going to continue. Might as well. Keffe D. Did you hear what the man said?
No, we said.
The man has requested his release from jail because he said that none of the stuff he talked about was real. It's all entertainment. So
even if it's for entertainment, he deserves to be in jail.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Fucking stupid.
Right?
Like, what are we doing?
You so goddamn stupid. You
Right.
need to stay in jail.
You get
That's
10
what
years
he's
for
gonna get.
stupidity.
Bro, you've been blowing this dog whistle for 25 years. They finally listened to you.
Right.
They finally said, okay, we'll entertain your nonsense and put you in a slammer.
Right.
Now you crying?
Mr. Keffe. Yeah, we'll hear you.
Right.
What did he do? What do you
Like-
mean? What do you mean he didn't do it? That's crazy.
What are we doing?
You know what that mean though?
What does that mean?
Somebody said, "Hey, cut, got your mama.
Right.
I got your family.
You better stay in there, huh?
Hey,
Right.
what you finna do, cut? You gonna keep talking, cut?
Mhm.
That was it.
But it's just like, yo, what has happened in our society that people feel that they can be able to talk about certain things or spit certain truths that are not really truths, right? And then when they get called out on it, they can be, hey, walk it back. Sorry. I'm good, right? We're cool. No, that's not the way it works.
That's
Cool.
If
right?
you affect mad people and certain things happen, you can't just walk it back. With a
Wait, no, you can't do that.
not with a apology. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you gotta stay here now, fam.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I get that you might have been entertaining. You have to stay here now. You do. Sorry, but not sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Moving on. How you guys feel about Sexy Red? Huh?
I feel disgusted.
Why? She has the #1 song, baby.
She looks-
What's the name of the song?
Ski.
Ski. Rated the #1 song out there. Yeah. As a hip hop man, come on. Hey, if Sexy Red calls you or emails you right now and says, yo, heard your beats, fire, let's work. What are you saying to that? and she got the song already laid out. She's like, I got this song mapped out for it. And it's rubbish, right?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. You gonna give her that beat, right?
I am.
That's all. See, you a businessman. I like that. So no matter how you feel about her music, you gonna make sure you get your stuff out there.
Without a doubt.
So that you can't have an opinion about her music then now. It's fire.
Yo.
It's fire.
No.
At the end of the day,
I just compromised
when
them.
we went to
It's
his
fire.
function and his personal playlist at 3 o'clock, all you heard was
He did have that.
my
Right.
my whole
You
round,
definitely
like,
did
the
have
man
that,
had
fam.
joint
When it was fresh out.
and the whole family was like,
And you know what? I gotta get him.
Can
Do
I
I?
defend? Can I?
No, don't
wanna
defend
be,
yourself
I
yet.
want to be able to defend
Don't
myself.
defend yourself yet. Let me just get it off first.
Okay,
hold
all
on.
right.
Go on.
let's just back off.
When we got there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's having a good time. You know, we hug and say it's a great party. Love you guys. You know what I mean? But then this song comes on and we looking at you like, fam, this is your playlist. What's going on here? Like, this is not the thing that we're used to talking to in regards to what certain things are playing. Like, then you tell me, oh, well, somebody else got my phone. Nah, fam, don't do that. Nobody's supposed to have your phone.
Phone was sitting by itself.
Phone sit by itself. Playlist already there. So autopilot, fam.
Yep. Play the next song.
All right, can I defend myself now? I was sauced. First off,
Okay,
listen.
go ahead. I just wanted to interject, but go ahead.
don't.
You're right.
Don't.
I was super sauced. Anybody that was there knows that I was super sauced.
Yes, you were.
And it was
Off
just,
of what?
and it that do say
That dude's there.
and that wacky pack.
That
that wacky
wacky
pack was
pack.
wacky.
Bang.
Wacky pack and do say. So, you know, I believe just off of that I get a pass.
No,
But
no.
at the same time, it wasn't my playlist. It
It's
wasn't-
your phone.
It was my phone, yes. I think it was just a random playlist on Apple Music. Like, it wasn't my playlist. Like, it's not anything that's downloaded in my phone.
Nicole, you believe that?
No.
Yo, your
That's
alter
all I'm
ego.
saying.
Your alter ego
Like Sexy Red.
is into that type of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your alter ego is a little thottish.
Yeah.
Listen,
Thought body.
Yeah.
I want this on record. I think Sexy Red is one of the most.
Do you kiss her on the mouth? 10,000?
10,000, yes.
50 bands. So you want nasty? Yo!
God
Didn't
damn,
even blink.
bro.
Didn't even blink.
You could have said 100,000, like 100,000, but 10 bands. I mean, hey, whatever.
10 bands is 10 bands.
I get it.
I brush my teeth.
You a cheap date.
I rinse my mouth out with
Kerosene.
Nah. Hey, 10 bands is 10 bands for a kiss. Like one of
On the
those.
mouth?
You just slandered her, and all of a sudden you go kiss her for
Kiss
10
on the
bands.
mouth?
Out. Wait, what?
That's what you said.
That's what you said.
Wait, yeah, for 10
You
bands.
slander her, but
Now-
then you take the 10 bands to kiss
Oh,
her.
without a doubt.
All right, so we're going to set up a kissing booth.
Facts.
But the thing is, wait. I also said I hate her fucking music. But if she asks me for a beat, oh yeah, you getting it. You getting it.
So we can't trust you then.
Oh, you can
You
trust
can't be
me.
trusted.
No, you can trust
He
me.
can't be trusted. You
No,
can't
you
be
can-
trusted.
no,
We
I
got
can-
him. We got him.
Compromise.
We got him. You can be bought. Fang can be bought.
You can.
Okay? That's all right. So
Respect.
I respect it. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm not
God
mad.
bless it.
I just want you to be honest about it. That's
But
all it is.
You know what? But it's the things that I'm being purchased for. Like, you know, it's like this is like, all right, this is light shit. Like,
Yeah, because your whorish ways go way deeper than that, right?
Deep in the rap.
See? You don't even want to answer. After the break, Thursday Night Football.
Cricket.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast.
Yeah, don't make it the joint. What's up?
All even.
All Even
Yo, it
podcast.
ain't even up here, boy. We put this yo something. All even. Yo, you. Oh my God. What's up with you, man? Now you. Well, that's the shout. You keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump in the
All
camera?
even podcast, right?
Yeah, all
Shout out
even.
to All Even podcast, right? All even. That's your man.
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast. You cool?
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. Put him in G. Oh. Shout him out, G. Oh.
Cool, man.
Thursday Night Football. How do we feel? Rams, Saints. Rams win 30-22. Matthew Stafford had a great game. 91 QBR. Passer rating was over 100. 2 touchdowns. Perfect. No interceptions. Played a really good game. Williams, the running back, did his thing. Puka Nacua. That boy bad.
It's him.
That boy bad. Like,
top 5 pick fantasy next
does he end up making Cooper Kupp expendable?
Yes.
Because he's good. He's like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Hines Ward faster than Hines Ward. Because Hines Ward was that guy.
I'll be honest with you, the 1-2 with him and Stafford is pretty fucking good.
They got a good rapport, man. Like, Stafford knows how to find him, and the guy knows how to get open, and he's just impressive. But I think both quarterbacks played really, really well. Derek Carr played well as well. But it's just one of those things where somebody had to win this terrible-ass game between the two bum-ass teams. Rams are 8-7 right now. They put themselves in playoff contention. Saints are still there. They're still in the NFC South, a pretty bad division, and they got a chance to win that division still. There's 2 games left. So if you had to pick which team has the better shot at making the playoffs, Rams or Saints?
Rams.
I'm going to say Saints because of the division.
Right. I'm going there as well.
The division's shit. Atlanta's a toss-up. Panthers are a fucking walk in the park.
They chose the wrong guy.
What are you talking about?
Panthers.
Yeah.
They chose the wrong guy.
I agree. And who else? I don't even know who's in that division. Tampa. I don't know. Tampa's like a hit or miss.
Yo, Baker Mayfield
he's balling.
That boy balling.
He fits over there. He fits.
He does.
It's a good fit for him. I'm happy for him, honestly. From where he's been before. I don't even. He was in LA last year.
He was on the Rams last year. He played decent.
Yeah, I think they have it, but they're hit or miss. And you got a Mike Evans, and you got Chris Godwin coming back. That defense is somewhat still remnants of what it was. I think it's up in the air.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think the Saints, just because of the division that they're in, they're always going to have a chance. And, granted, they have a lot of issues. Running game is not as effective as it used to be. Kamara is just, the offensive line is banged up. They're not that effective. The defense is still pretty good, but the offense struggles at times. Michael Thomas is a shell of himself. He wasn't here, but I'm just saying, like, just in general.
I think the Rams have that surprise factor.
Yeah.
To where, you know what?
Because they still have talent.
Right. That's the thing that like people are like looking past, is that looking past the talent.
Right.
Like as long as he can put I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Skip me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see that. That's growth.
That's maturity.
That's growth right there.
Pause.
That's bars.
That's maturity.
Hey, yo, what the
That's maturity. You're right. That's good stuff.
But I think the Rams have the ability to surprise you.
They do. I think the problem with the Rams is that, yes, they have talent, but at the same time, they're aging. Like, all of their skill position guys that are their A1 guys are getting older. Stafford is getting older. Cooper Kupp getting older, right? Coming off of injury, doesn't really have the same burst that he had, right? Still can run great routes, but it's just doesn't look as sharp. Maybe he'll come back next year and have a full season and be fine. But how he looks right now, Aaron Donald was literally the best defensive player in the league for a decade, right? He's starting to show some age, right? So all of their guys that are really good guys they're just older. That's all it is. So if they can get into the playoffs, I don't necessarily believe that people want to play them though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they have that firepower that can be able to sneak up on you.
Right.
Kyron Williams, that kid can ball. He's one of the best running backs in the league. And every time you blink, he has 100 yards. You know what I mean? Like, the kid he's tough. So they have certain pieces and certain elements on this team that they can sneak you. They can definitely sneak you. Look, they hung 30 points on the Saints defense. That's not that bad, right? That's pretty middle of the road. So, if they get in, man, I don't necessarily believe that they're going to be a easy out. You know what I mean? But, for the most important thing about this whole game that we haven't discussed, why we keep getting these bad games on Thursday Night Football? I'm just tired of it, man. Like, NFL just playing with us, bro. They playing with us.
I stopped watching.
You know what it is? They figure, all right,
it's football.
It's the middle of the work week. People come home from work, they're tired. They may not watch it anyway. Let's just give them whatever we got.
But you know what I learned too? It's like
Disrespectful.
they use that the AWS shit. I think it's like from Amazon, who helps create their schedules. So this is already preconceived that nobody gives a fuck 6 months ago.
Right, but they know that nobody.
A year ago.
They know that people don't care, but the fact that it's football, people will still digest it at a high clip.
Right.
So they know that they're giving you garbage, and they understand that. Damn, son, we can give them garbage and they still eat it. That's how you know you finked out.
But also, what I learned too is that when they'll have games that are what do they call it? Flexed out. So it'll be like, yo, you're supposed to see such and such and such and such, but you about to get Pat Mahomes and the motherfucker what's his names.
Right.
Because we think that's the better game. I think that's cool. I think that goes a long way, and I think that helps the, overall sport can maintain its, I guess, durability.
I already said, man, that they need to switch Thursday night football to Friday night football.
I don't think they can. I think somebody plays on Friday nights. Is it high school?
High school.
That's why they want to shit on them.
They don't really care about them.
Hey, you need to relax and back off.
Nobody care about them outside of Texas. Nobody care about them. Right? It's the only state that cares about high school football, Texas. Isn't that where
Long Island
where Varsity Blues is from? Texas?
And them Bama boys.
Yeah. Bama, Florida.
Tide.
Roll Tide.
You gotta look tired.
Look tired. Yeah. Moving on to my kids. Jets watch.
Get comfortable for this.
Get your shit off, bro.
Ah, man, the cows have come
Shit
to.
off.
It's not even the cows that come to roost. The chickens have come to roost.
It's your shit.
Hey,
Hey.
what did you say to me last week?
That what?
Take glasses off. Take glasses off.
Yeah, take your glasses off.
You don't have any
took them
glasses
off,
to take off, but
Yeah.
you need to take off that smug look off your face,
Yeah, you're
right.
right.
What happened to your man? What did I say to you? I said, yo,
concussion.
you got this week,
Got a concussion.
but I know your man is going to shit the bed again. And what happened?
Concussed.
Zach Wilson is concussed. And rumor is, I think his mom came out and said it, that
He's still concussed.
he was, he's still concussed. But his mom came out and said that he wanted to stay in the game to, you make a lot of noise, baby, bro.
I'm trying.
He wanted to stay in the game because he just wanted to keep playing because he knew that, he might not get another opportunity. Oh, it's sad.
Admirable.
Hey, guess what?
Oh.
Nobody else is there.
Oh.
So,
What does that mean?
Brees Hall, quarterback.
So at this point, how do you feel about the Jets? Do you feel that
Activate Aaron.
they should
Oh, God, no.
draft high quarterback? Offensive line?
Nah. I mean, like I told you last week or the week before, they're going for Devontae.
Did we understand that? I asked about the draft.
That's the draft. They're giving up the piece for Devontae. That's the only way they're gonna get him.
Devontae's not gonna. He's not gonna require a one.
They don't have anything else to give.
He's not gonna require a one.
So what is he gonna take? 4?
Yep.
Oh, then at that place, yeah, fucking. Nah, trade back, man. We need an offensive line. We need pieces. I don't think they should get a quarterback. I told you before, they can't groom them. What's the point?
But they gotta get rid of Zach.
They're gonna end up getting rid of Zach because they kind of have to do it at this point.
They have to.
And he's gonna go to the Patriots, and we're gonna be fucked.
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're very safe.
I'm very victimized.
You're very safe.
I'm very victimized at the holiday party. So,
Zach
yeah.
Wilson will not come back to bite you. Trust me.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen. Aaron Rodgers is activated off the IR.
For what?
Huh?
Save him.
Practice.
We don't want him. Just want him to chill. Keep going out. Enjoy yourself. I want no smoke. I don't want you to trip over a fucking bum. I don't want nothing to happen, bro. I want you to just relax and just sit on the couch.
Yeah, he's got to get back on the field at some point.
Yeah, next year. You got back on the field. You threw a nice pass on your broken leg. God bless you, whatever it was. Hey, we don't want no smoke. At this point, we can't afford it. And everything else is added to the timetable. No.
So what, so what are you thinking in the off
now,
season?
if this was
Dodgers
flagged,
retreat?
yeah, you can come back, but no, not in this shit right now.
Are you predicting another darkness retreat this off season?
No, I'm thinking that realistically, he'll find some new shit, new kink. Got a new kink somewhere. He lives in Williamsburg or some shit, I think. He'll be all right.
Perfect, man.
Probably get a chick with muscles. Put your dick between her hands.
What is that called?
What's that called? Arm wrestling?
Muscling. And muscle your
MJ?
Yeah.
Kind of MJ.
You muscle your joint.
It's called MJ.
I never tried it. Touche.
Okay.
It's technically this is a vagina anyway.
Wow. I don't know where you've been locked up at, but it's called a forearm.
No, like this area, this space right here is a vagina, and this is a weenus.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's what you always like in elementary school be like, oh, I'm touching your weenus. And you just like grab it.
Nicole, please, you need to relax. No more drinks for her at the holiday party, please.
What is going on here?
You never knew that? Like this inner portion, like the foldable part of your arm, in the inside of the joint is a weenus. It's a vagina. And the outside portion is a weenus.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Nope, there you go.
Interesting. Very,
So technically,
very,
you could be getting some vagina.
very, very interesting. Who did the Jets play this week?
Who cares?
Washington. Another game we're supposed to go to and didn't go to.
So, keys to the game. Tell me.
They're gonna fucking get smoked. I want them to get smoked. They shouldn't win another game for the rest of the year because it doesn't make sense.
Has your confidence in Salah dissipated?
No,
Has it gone away?
not at all. Actually, what I feel that is that the defense is still solid, 100%. I feel like the offense.
It's not what I asked you, though.
I am answering your question like the way you asked me, and I'm going to give it to you the way I'm going to give it to you. Pause.
Oh, wait.
So I said what I said. What I do feel is that he's actually showing that he doesn't have the coherence to actually navigate through a game as a offensive head coach, which is not really his fashion. But given that you don't have the pieces to really make a full decision, I think that you're getting what you see. And, defense is still doing what it's doing. So he controls one side of the ball. And if he has somebody that actually go out there and do what they need to do, I think he'll clean it up. It's hard to ask somebody, hey, can you climb a tree if you're a fish? Like you haven't seen it yet.
Who's the fish?
Sexy Red.
So, he has no blame in this.
He has, anybody that has blame, he don't have say. If you look at the scenario, he didn't really have say on who he was starting. I think the GM and the organization had say who he was starting. They still had to prove that Zach can do something because this is their guy. They had to prove that. And it was proven every week when he was like, he didn't want to say anything because it's a political response. I don't know who I'm starting next week. I don't know. Like, those were the things that were coming out of his mouth. Meanwhile, he would say, fuck no, I wouldn't start Zach again.
So he gets a pass.
Him getting a pass and knowing that no one's getting fired this year is the conversation.
Okay, so then my next question, last question is that once everybody's healthy next season, and they will be healthy next season, obviously, they start 1-4, what happens?
You're going to see some changes, man. Maybe not. I think they got the full. I think they have the full next year to do what they need to do, and if they don't, it's blown
That's
up.
not what I asked you.
I gave you an answer.
If they start 1-4,
right?
He finishes the season.
I think, like I said 2 seconds ago, that they're gonna not fire everybody up until the end of the season. If they don't make the playoffs at the end of the season, they're boofing everybody.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if they start 1-4. Everybody gets the full season to figure it out
next year.
And if they don't make the playoffs, they all go.
The whole agreement, I think, for everybody with that whole regime is this year and next year.
What do you think, Fang? You think that if they start slow next season, they all keep their jobs or they get their walking papers like how
papers.
I agree. I'm with Fang.
This season was an absolute fucking disaster.
Right.
So it
was bad.
It's something has to change.
And the sad shit is, and as the person that was avid and talking this shit and pounded his chest as a Jets fan.
Oh, it sounds very humble now.
No,
Just sound like a different guy.
It's a fucking holiday party. We got to be cool.
Yeah. No, it's a very different guy.
No one saw this shit coming, and the bad planning of it, it's like, hey, I'm not going to get flood insurance because, hey, I don't live near a lake.
Right.
But meanwhile, the ocean's up the block. And I said, hey, I don't care. I'll be all right. And then the fucking Sandy came, wiped my shit out. And I'm like, whoa. Huh? FEMA? And FEMA said, no, you didn't. You got Zach Wilson. That's it. Fuck you.
Is Zach Wilson.
Exactly. Zach, yeah. And my flood insurance doesn't cover Zach Wilson. So fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't have a garage. And my Prelude is gone.
So how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers lying to you?
Wait, what part of it?
All of it.
What do you mean?
In regards to him having even a slight remote chance of returning this season.
That conversation.
When we knew that it was cap.
No, that conversation
from
was put
day
out,
one.
That conversation was put out there expecting us to do better. If he was in the playoffs, he would have made the pushback.
No, he wouldn't have.
No, I don't think so.
He's activated, yes?
Yes, activated to practice. That doesn't mean that he's well enough to play in an actual
football
because
there's
game.
No reason for him to play. So of course he's activated for practice.
Even if he was, is what I'm saying, he still wouldn't be suited to play in a real.
Hey, what are you really trying to say, man? What do you really want to
I'm asking about the gaslighting that he gave you.
It was gaslighting to what? The guy was gonna come back if it was playoff time.
Again, Faye, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he hears it. I don't think he hears it. No matter if the Jets were 9-4,
he wasn't gonna play.
He wasn't coming back.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
And the fact that every Jets fan was like, "Yo, all we gotta do is make sure that we just hold the fort down. Aaron's coming." He's not coming back. He tore his Achilles. This is not a meniscus tear. This is not even a collarbone break where you can possibly come back in 10 to 12 weeks. He tore his Achilles. So him gaslighting the fan base and people actually buying it is what I'm asking you about.
Well, really, who's buying it?
Jet fans.
Exactly. There you go.
Yes. The gullible losers that they are. It's comedy.
Dolphins gonna wipe the floor with y'all this week. I'm just letting y'all know.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
We still are gonna be 10 games and 5 losses, 10 wins, 5 losses. Where you guys at? Huh?
Where we at?
Okay, cool.
That's where we at.
Where you always been? Especially the last 12 years. Where you been?
It's been a long.
It's in the bottom.
Like I told you, that fan transfer portal is there for you.
In a van down by the river.
So, good segue. Cowboys, Dolphins. We got the floor mopped with us last week.
Yes, we did.
Josh Allen didn't even throw 20 passes. James Cook looked like LaDainian Tomlinson.
Smoked y'all.
Offense was stagnant. I'm done with Michael Parsons. I'll tell you right now. I was on Cowboys Can Fan on Wednesday, and I was very honest about Michael Parsons. That I'm sick of him with his podcast, just talking, talk. All he does is talk. He doesn't play. I need guys. If you want to be in that conversation of Ray Lewis and Aaron Donald and all these guys, show me. Don't show me in the first 8 games. Right. Show me the entire season. So after a bad loss like that, Fang, how do you feel about us playing the Miami Dolphins, which I call the thirst traps of the NFL?
I'll be honest with you. Like, all right, we lost that game pretty bad, but I still see it being a shootout.
Right.
You know, I still see it being a shootout. I think Dallas wins, very small margin. But yeah, that's fine.
Does Tyreek Hill go off on us?
I believe so.
So he's gonna light up Deron Bland?
I think so.
The thing that scares me about the Dolphins is the speed. Speed is a problem. You have the Achin, running back. You got Mostard that's fast as hell. Man's like 39 years old and just running past everybody, right? You have Jalen Waddle. You have Tyreek Hill. They have so much speed offensively that who are you guarding, right? Now, granted, we have great defensive players. We can be able to get, if we can get pressure on Tua, he's going to turn the ball over. We know that, right? You got that Tua helmet on. You already know how I feel about that. But there is a part of me that's like, man, if they start slow, that offense does not get clicking early, and you fall down 10-0,
doomed.
It may get ugly again. You know what I'm saying?
Because the one thing about the Dolphins is when they pick up that pace,
it gets ugly.
They don't stop.
Yeah,
they just keep pounding it in. Pause.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I've heard the last few weeks from Dolphins fans? Oh, the defense played great. They actually saved the games for us last few weeks. So you can't really say that the defense is bad. Yeah, I can. They suck. They're not consistent. I know what the offense is going to give me. Don't know what the defense is going to give me. So if the Cowboys, what they need to do, keys to the game, right here. Punch them in the mouth early. Score a lot.
Keep punching them in the mouth.
And keep punching them in the mouth. That's it. That's it. But Claude thinks we're going to lose. So
yeah, I think so. I tell you right there, I think that's the best Super Bowl matchup I've seen so far.
What?
Cowboys and Dolphins. I'll say that.
What type of upside down you in?
That's what I feel like.
Cowboys, Dolphins. You think the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC?
I think that as of now, as a team that's hot and maintain consistency, yes, I think they're one of the hottest.
You think they can beat Baltimore in the playoffs?
I think they can. I don't think it takes much for Baltimore to get out.
You think they can beat Cleveland?
Cleveland, yeah. I could definitely see that.
You think they can beat Buffalo?
Yes.
They haven't shown that they could beat
I
Buffalo.
think Buffalo is no. I think Miami, and this is a lot for me to say it, but yeah, I think Miami can do it this year. Get to the dance, and I think the Cowboys can get the dance as well.
The fact that he said that, I know that we're doomed now.
Well,
that he gave us the green light. It's like the what do you call it? Kiss of death. Definitely kiss of death. Moving on. I'm done with you. Fucking Jets fans.
You know, I got a PSA.
Yes.
This goes out to, what's her name? Megan Rapinoe. You know who she is?
Yes.
Something about her that just really makes me want to, gets me randy, I don't know what it is.
Get you.
Something about Megan Rapinoe that just gets me going. I don't know if it's because she's just like, she seems like so friendly, so cool, like, but at the same time, she's got that, that bite.
But you also have low standards.
What are you trying to, wait, you gotta have low standards for Megan Rapinoe?
I'm not saying that, but there's certain things that you're very, doesn't take much.
You talking about things that turn me on?
Doesn't take much, yeah.
No, it takes, you know what it is? I like what I like.
Sexy Red, I know.
No, not really. Nope, never said that.
It's on camera. We got.
Oh, if it's on camera, then it's not, because I never said that.
Did you not say that?
I never said I like Sexy Red.
Said your kisser.
You said your kisser on the mouth
for 10 bands.
It's pretty low, bro.
10 bands is 10 bands.
It's gonna get taxed. You gonna get like 7.
Oh, here we go. Who's taxing it? Who's taxing it?
Taxing.
This is envelope money we talking about.
Taxed.
We talking about money out of a brown bag money. Like,
funny
we talking
money,
about
fake bills.
Nah, but that Megan Rapinoe, something about her, man. Oh no, maybe it's I don't know what it is. And she's not like a lady like woman. It's kind of like Ellen DeGeneres, But at the same time, I do Ellen also.
Ellen can't. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. After the break, my irrelevant news of the week, because I'm not touching that one.
Yo, it's a Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for All Even Podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Welcome back, y'all. Now it's time for my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, they stink.
Let's see what we got first. Ohio McDonald's
Oh God.
closes after crack pipe found in food order.
Was it a Happy Meal?
No way.
You always get a gift. You always get a gift.
I mean, it better have been a Happy Meal.
Well, they got the was it the Kerwin?
Yo!
Was it in Kerwin Frost box?
Come on, man.
They got the adult Happy Meals going on.
All right, let me read it. The Columbus Dispatch reports that Columbus area fast food restaurant was subjected to emergency health inspection on Wednesday, where Columbus Public Health found multiple health code violations. The eatery now has until January 4th to correct the issue. So there's multiple violations, but the biggest violation was the crack pipe in the fries.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
I'm just.
It takes a lot to fuck up a McDonald's. You have to be doing really bad to really mess up that establishment. Like these shits could be in the worst neighborhood. These shits don't matter.
People don't touch McDonald's. Like those are like untouchable.
I'm not gonna lie.
You go in there and it's always clean. They good. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what area you go in.
I wouldn't say.
But a crack pipe, pipe's a little sloppy. Like,
yo,
they just don't give a fuck out there.
Who let that slide, bro?
Somebody messed up.
Somebody that works there that's probably doing it too.
Somebody fell asleep and put the crack pipe in there.
Yeah, I'm taking my 15.
Right.
Let me check my pockets. Make sure nobody put a crack pipe on me while
Facts.
I sleep.
Yeah.
That's OD.
Some people used to,
You
like,
should check,
play
though.
pranks at like a Dunkin'. I worked at Dunkin', and then the other restaurant my bosses owned. Some kid pretended to spray bleach in a drink, and it was caught on camera. And then the woman like saw it and said, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm dying," even though they never sprayed the bleach.
Wow.
And the whole place, like, everyone got fired, and we all had to come in and help. Even though there's never bleach in it, but like we just like to
Yo,
mess
that's
around.
crazy.
So like, maybe they just put it in the cheeseburger, forgot about it.
You knew.
Sent it out.
You knew, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nicole.
You knew.
Yeah.
Nicole, if you had to eat a foot long, you eat it sideways or long ways?
I don't go to Subway. So.
I'm not talking about a sandwich. I'm talking about like a bratwurst or some shit like that.
Stop.
Well, can you answer the question?
Stop it.
How do you eat it?
Eat what?
He eats it like Kobayashi.
Next one. I'm not answering your questions, fam. Okay. Find your offense.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Inquiring minds would like to know, yes. I refuse their answer.
You know, there's some fan out there, big fan of the All Even podcast.
Yes.
It's like, is he going to answer the question?
Right. I've been waiting to know.
He's also digging in his belly button while he watches.
Right. With his crop top on?
Get up in there nice and D-block.
Not be black.
Same guy.
Brittany Renner says she doesn't regret anyone she's had sex with and confirms 35 is her real body count. Cap!
I don't believe it.
Cap! All of a sudden, you wanna try to see what we were talking about before? The walk back, right?
Yeah.
The walk back. You've already put it out there. It's been out there for months, right? Now you want to walk it back.
You know what? Because I feel like there's some chicks that if I had to do it again, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure there's some dudes that she wouldn't let.
Some regrettable events. Yeah. Come on now. All right, let's tell the truth. Opinion, right? And I want to ask Silent Assassin first. How many body counts do you think she really has? If she said, what was the first number she said?
33.
No. It was more than that.
I don't know.
What did she say on Shannon Sharp show?
I'm going with 72.
You said 72. What do you think?
I would say probably at least double.
Double what she said?
Yeah.
So 70?
Yeah, I go double.
Oh, it's contagious. Super intern, what do you think? Solid 3 digits. I like that. Yeah. Claw.
Wow.
35. What's 35 times 3? Yep.
So you're going 5 more than the super intern.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going 89. And listen, anything over 15 for a girl is a high body count, isn't it?
I don't want. To be honest with you, I don't like to say that.
I'm just asking. I don't. That's not what I'm saying, but that's what the consensus.
I wouldn't
is.
want a girl that had 15 partners prior to me.
Okay.
I wouldn't technically want that. That's my opinion.
I don't want that.
Yeah, she's lying.
I also wouldn't want a virgin. I would want a woman that had some type of experience. Like I've had sex with virgins before. It's not fun.
Right, but if you don't want the 15, but you also don't want the virgin, then what's the cutoff number?
7. 7. Like I don't want anything more than a 7.
Fang? I mean, Claw, excuse me.
I don't know.
It's not an answer.
I don't have it. I don't know.
Give me a number.
10.
Okay, it's fair. Do women have an issue with body counts for men?
Unless it's like, I feel like absurd.
What's
Like,
absurd?
For me, I feel like people you dated, okay, and a few extras in there, that's fine.
She said extras.
But like, if it's like add all those together and then it's still like a lot more, then I'm like, okay. That's...
What if it's like Wilt Chamberlain numbers?
What if it?
I don't know.
What if it was anal? Does that count?
I mean, that's a good question. That is a good question. That's a good question. It is. It is. Moving on. Tinder has launched their $499 a month subscription plan. What does this entail? I'd like to know. Super intern, can you find this information out for me, please?
No refunds?
According to USA Today, this exclusive service, available to less than 1% of Tinder's user base. So not everybody's going to be awarded this particular amazing feature. Offers features like direct messaging without matching, increased visibility, and the ability to be seen by the app's most sought-after profiles. Would you pay $6,000 a year for a dating app?
I think it's cheaper just to go out and buy some pussy.
It's very, very fair. It's very, very fair. But if you were somebody who was socially awkward and that wasn't even an option for you, right? Would you do it?
I don't think it has to do with socially awkwardness. I think it just has to do with like some people
don't have
you get
time.
A thrill. No. I think it's the thrill that you get out of it. You know. I think it's more so for the thrill. Because not to say that it's foreplay, but it's sort of like a swipe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Super intern, have you ever been on Tinder? No?
I've never been either.
Have you ever used a dating app?
Black Planet.
Yo, Black Planet was fire back in the day. Fire.
I wasn't allowed on.
What was it? Mi Gente? Remember that?
Mi Gente.
Yo.
I wasn't allowed.
MySpace, fire. No. What?
I was on Christian Mingle trying to get a jingle.
Yeah.
I think the best chat, honestly, was AIM. Like when
AIM was always popular.
When you had the sidekick.
Before that,
AIM chat.
I was in the chat rooms getting right.
Yeah.
Met good people.
ASLP.
Got pics.
You gotta make sure that you put that out there, because if you don't have pics, the conversation stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
immediately,
even if it was some creepy guy in a dungeon,
right?
It didn't look like it.
Yo, $4.99 for a service, yo. Tinder getting it, because there's gonna be people out there like whatever the 1% is. I'm sure they're gonna pay for it.
Yo, fam, they can get 10% of the population to subscribe to that for $4.99 a month.
Yeah,
you do the math.
Right.
Yeah. We got it.
That's crazy. You might as well just let it rip. Last one before we go. Police say Charlie Sheen's neighbor, a 47-year-old woman, forced her way into his home and attacked him. Charlie Sheen got beat up by a woman in his house. How do we feel about this? If this, what would happen to you, or how would you feel if somebody breaks into your home and you see that it's some crazed woman?
I'm taking my clothes off.
Okay.
It's like naked wrestling.
What if it's an unattractive woman, though?
Still a woman.
See, so you do have low standards.
What, to wrestle?
What if it's a woman for the waist up?
I'm just trying to wrestle.
Right, what he just said.
Come on. Why we gotta go there?
How do we
because
know?
it's a part of life now. It is.
Welcome to the new world, brother.
It's a new world. You still wrestling? You still?
No.
She's cute.
Stop.
These are conversations that we have to have.
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Said.
Moving on.
These are conversations that we have to have. You got the alphabet people out there. You got the giraffes out there. You got to make sure.
You got the numbers.
Exactly. You got to make sure that you are talking to all bases. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do it.
It was already done.
So I'm going to ask the question
I'm
again.
talking to a specific, group of people.
Okay, so you're leaving people out.
Yes.
Willingly.
Yes.
Openly.
Yes.
Freely.
Leaving them the fuck out.
See? I'm trying to liberate you, son.
No, you can't. And when it comes to that, you can't. When it comes to that, you can't.
I'm trying to liberate you.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say, man. Well, I'm gonna keep trying to liberate my friend Fang here.
Let me tell you a funny story, right?
Yes.
So I have this ex, right? This is like years ago, where she was like nervous to give, Molly Wop. So she goes, "But what is it gonna taste like?" I'm like, "Well, it's skin. Suck your thumb." She goes, "Oh, you're so stupid." She goes, "Oh, dip it in this orange juice." I'm like, "All right." So I dipped it in orange juice and she did it. So like every now and then I text her like a picture of orange juice, like a cup of orange juice. like till this day, I just send her like
It's a random, yeah.
Yeah, just so she knows that it was there.
And you think about it.
It was in her mouth.
That's funny. But yo, she needs to be banned for life if you thought that this was like some offensive act.
I mean,
banned.
At least it was from concentrate.
Yeah, it was Tropicana.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna burn, for the acidity of the juice, but it didn't.
Should have used Sunny
But
D.
I was willing to roll the dice just to get,
Should have used Sunny D.
That's like orange drink.
Give her high blood sugar.
Like Tang.
Give her high blood sugar on top of it.
Hey, technically not really because he's adding the pulp.
Now, I mean, but you're tying and all that other stuff in there. So yeah, but that is my.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? They stink.
The Lakers suck.
You know how like when the kids in the car seat?
Yes, that's her all the time. Lakers suck. They do.
I'm pissed about this fucking banner raising.
Well, I mean, if you saw the show last week, I said that they were forced to do that.
Yeah.
They were forced to do that. NBA is making it their business to make the in-season tournament very, very important and serious. And the only way to do that is to hang banners. So, it's an inside job. But the Lakers suck. Yeah. We saw great basketball from them when it came to the in-season tournament. Outside of that, they've been a horrible basketball team. And where it starts, I don't even have a problem with Anthony Davis. Don't have a problem with LeBron. Some of the players I have a problem with because they're very inconsistent. You know who I got a problem with? Darvin Ham.
Oh, like they were telling him, like, "Nah, we got this." They pretty much told him, "Nah, we got this." They ran the play and scored.
Bro, the man is playing guards and forwards at center.
Mm-hmm.
What is Jared Vanderbilt playing center for? Jared Vanderbilt is smaller than me in regards to weight. What are you playing him in? Rui Hachimura at center?
That's crazy.
And you expect to win games.
They suck.
I said it from last season, Fang. He is in over his head. What ended up happening to the Lakers last season, them making that run, had nothing to do with him.
At all.
Nothing to do with him. So now we're starting to see problems with this team because he still has not learned how to use certain rotations, how to be able to know when guys are supposed to be in the lineup or whatever it is. He still has no fucking clue.
You know what I want? I want all you people out there, everyone who's watching, to go in Mark Jackson's DMs and tell him, "Hey, man, reach out to the Lakers.
Like, yo,
Get Mark Jackson to the Lakers."
something gotta change. Like, they over here talking about Zach LaVine. I don't want Zach LaVine.
No. Need Mark Jackson.
Need somebody to be able to direct the ship. Because he's an idiot. He's a Brandon Staley type of an idiot. He's bad. He's not good at his job. You see what the Clippers is doing? 10 in a row? Busting everybody up. Why? Because they got Ty Lue. Ty Lue's a good coach. Ty Lue gonna figure it out.
Where's your jacket?
Well, we're not doing no dehumanization space this week. There's no reason to. I gave him credit last week. I said, but I did say, you gotta remember when I did say in the first opening few episodes that they're gonna go on a run.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It's the way it goes in basketball. They're gonna go on a run. Everybody's talking about the Clippers now. Clippers so good.
Pretty much everyone.
Just wait.
Everyone's gonna go on a run at some point, except for the Pistons
and the Lakers.
I wouldn't say that.
We don't look good, bro.
At the moment.
We don't look good, bro.
At the moment.
Nothing's going to change. The coach is still there.
We won the in-season tournament.
Moving on. Just moving on. What do you feel about the Pistons?
They just need to disband the team and the organization, at least for the season.
They're definitely one of the worst teams I've ever seen in basketball history in regards to just their roster construction, the players that they have, the style of play that they play. They are mirroring the Bobcats in ineptitude. I think the Bobcats lost like 73 games one season. They were 9-73.
That's crazy.
This team is going to be worse than that. I can't see this team winning 9 games. They've lost 25 games in a row.
That's bad.
No. They have some high draft picks. But they've lost 25 games in a row. The way basketball works is that's so impossible to happen because playing hoops, you can run into having a hot shooting night, right? Somebody can go 0 for 15 one game and end up being hot the next game, right?
Yep.
Shots can't fall for the next team and then you end up winning, right? It's just the way it goes. Law of averages sometimes works out that way. Guys just have bad nights. But for you to lose 25 games in a row, throw everybody in the garbage. Every single one of their players. Garbage. Just start over at that point. Because nobody's showing me nothing. That's crazy.
It's discouraging, for the guys on that team got to just feel like shit, man. You know?
They just collecting a check at this point.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't even tell people that they play basketball. What do you do? I'm an accountant. You can't tell people that you play for the Pistons. They laugh at you.
Like I have an affiliate job for
Right.
the NBA.
Yeah. I do affiliate marketing
Right.
for the Pistons. That's what I do. It's embarrassing. Unbelievable. So, after the break, I'm actually going to talk about the Knicks. I have some positive things to say about those Knicks. I do. Got to give them flowers, man.
Yeah.
One guy anyway. After the break.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to. And you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watch.
I have to say, listen, they kicked our asses, right? Kicked the Lakers' asses. They've been doing their thing. Julius Randle is still rubbish. That's not the guy I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about R.J. Barrett. I don't want to talk about Homer Simpson, the head coach, doing all right. I don't want to talk about they signed back Taj Gibson. That dude's like 50 years old and still playing. I want to talk about Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson has established himself as not only one of the best guards in the league, but he might be entering like upper tier star status. Like, I don't know if you want to put superstar on his back yet, but boy, tough. Like, just last week we was talking about something, and Claw stopped the pod, whatever discussion we were having, and said that boy Jalen Brunson just had 50. And that's something that he's been doing consistently this season. He's carried the Knicks. He has. And, I don't know what the expectations were for the Knicks coming into the season. Claw didn't really have much of an expectation. I remember that preseason or that preview, he was just like, I ain't got no hope. I ain't got no hope. Based on what I saw in the playoffs against Miami, I ain't got no hope. They ain't make no changes like that. Team's rubbish. But Jalen Brunson is doing his thing. So, for me, what's the alternative for them? Should they get into the trade market? Should they stay afloat? Should they, stay the course? I think that they definitely need to see what their options are in regards to trying to get a guy like Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, they got to get to the trade market.
They have to. DeRozan, a guy like Donovan Mitchell, those guys are needed, because if you pair them up with a Jalen Brunson, now you talking. Now you talking about something that can be able to have some longevity when you get into the playoffs. You already got your guy that can get a bucket. Now you have a second guy that you can be able to rely on to be able to, hold things down in case Brunson is having a bad night or they're double teaming or whatever it is, scheme's not working. They need to get that. Julius Randle, you cannot trust him over time. You just can't. R.J. Barrett has not shown the efficiency and the consistency long term to be able to be that guy. Jonathan Grimes, we're not even going to discuss that. They got Mitchell Robinson, he out for the year. They just got the medical exemption from him. Like, Jalen Brunson got to do this by himself. And if they can be able to get him some help, I think that's the best thing for the Knicks to do. So,
I feel I agree. I also feel that listen, Randall showed you what he was in Miami. Like, there was no surprise. So he's not the pick that anybody really wants to use going forward. It's just what we have to package to get something good. I think that's the main thing that's kind of like hesitant as far as I think for the front office. What's Spider going to cost us? DeRozan, what would he cost us? You know what I'm saying? And is Brandel in that package? Because I think he should be.
I think at this point, it doesn't matter what the price tag is. You got to pay it. Got to pay it. Because what's the alternative? Not having that guy and then having to go into another season next season with no number 2 or 1A or whatever it is. You need to make sure that you got some guys that can be able to play with Jalen Brunson. And they have to be high-end dudes. Not just a bunch of jags that are just running around. Need that. Because they're good now, but they can be so much better if they had somebody else.
No, I feel that RJ could do some time down in the Knicks B team.
The G League, he ain't going to.
No, with Dallas. That's where we send all our talent.
Got you.
So I think he can go over there and become a little better. But
the Knicks should pick up Dwight Howard.
He fits New York, especially that scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's your cousin, right?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It is not. So, yeah, shouts to the Knicks, man. I want to give them their flowers. Jalen Brunson is doing his thing, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Ja Morant. Ja Morant's back from suspension. Those Grizzlies have been poor. They've looked bad. Ja Morant comes back, has a stellar game, 34 points and a game-winning bucket. Is Ja Morant the face of the NBA? I think in some aspects you can say yes, because these young kids, they idolize this kid. They look up to him. It's whatever, swag he got, whatever influence he has on these kids, man. It's paramount. And you see the reaction, you see the memes, you see the Instagram posts, you see the social media posts. He's constantly a trending player that's on social media. If he can be able to just get himself right and be contrite and understand how important he is to the grand scheme of the NBA, I said it when he got drafted, that Zion is not the generational talent. It's Ja.
Facts.
Ja was always that guy. He has that talent to do so. And if he can be able to continue to do that, I think the season for the Grizzlies is lost, because it's just, they just don't have enough talent. But to have him back in the league is a good thing. And if he can keep himself on the right path, there's no stopping his earning potential off the court, because these kids just look up to him, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So here we go. So to these kids, remember how all these kids idolized Paul George?
Oh my goodness, rubbish.
Now it's gonna be Ja Morant.
But I can agree with that.
Right.
The other one was just like,
yeah, I didn't get it. I really didn't get it.
You know what I mean? That's like somebody saying Shane Batty. Shane Batty, great. No, he's all right. He's a role player, but he ain't tough.
Right.
Well, people back in the day, Tracy McGrady, he was the guy. He was better than Kobe. What? Never. So, yeah, Ja Morant, definitely need to keep yourself on the straight and narrow. Moving on. Zion Williamson. The fact that this man can't, not even refuse, but he can't get through a full season. Well, the New Orleans Pelicans said, all right, well, if you can't get through a full season, we got something for you. If you can't put the hamburgers down, we got something for you. If you can't leave those porn stars alone, we got something for you. If you can't say the word, did you see it? What was the word?
Lackadaisical?
Yes. If you can't say the word lackadaisical, then we got something for you. We got something for you. Non-guaranteed contract is what he has right now. So they can literally cut ties with him after the 24-25 season.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. I think
I would sit him.
I wouldn't sit him, but I think it's a great out clause for a franchise, especially if they, all the rumors are being reported that he doesn't want to listen to them in regards to his what he's eating, his nutrition, staying in shape, getting under a certain weight. They don't have to put pressure on him no more. Fine, don't put pressure on me. It's cool. Fine, it's good. Do what you want to do, Zion. We just gonna cut bait with you. We just gonna cut ties. That's it. What you gonna argue with somebody for? If you got somebody in your life that's just a screw up, and you keep trying to talk to them, you keep trying to guide them in the right direction, and they don't want to listen, at some point, speaking is over. All right, fam, you got it. Do what you want to do. But when I do certain things, when I cut the money off, or I change the locks, or I stop picking up your phone calls, then you're going to see that you're doing something wrong. So keep doing what you're doing. That's the whole point. I hope that it doesn't get to that point for Zion to be able to get released like that and voided his contract, or just, not guaranteeing the last 3 years of his deal. But I think he put them in a corner. He put them in a situation that they had to make this move. They had to make this power move because you got to find a way to get out. And you may end up seeing more of these type of contracts for these big superstars that have certain issues, have certain question marks that come with their character or their conditioning, whatever it is. Like they're off the court situations that they can't handle. You might start seeing dudes like, all right, cool, you're going to get that $200 million bag, but the last 4 years of that deal, not going to be guaranteed, fam. You have to earn it.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely crazy for an NBA player to actually get that type of ultimatum.
That's the NFL shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You literally have to earn your bread. So, I mean, look, there has to be a happy medium. He has to understand what he has to do to get better. He has to understand what he has to do to be a leader for that franchise. And, just lose some weight, man. Like, the man looks fat.
He loves that Wendy's, man.
Bro, you put the jambalaya down, bro. Put it down. So, put it down. Moving on. To baseball. I told my good friend Mike Guido that was sitting here last week that Yoshinobu Yamamoto was going to the Dodgers.
Wait, say that again? What's his first name?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto was going to the Dodgers. Why? Because of the relationship that he had with Shohei Ohtani. The fact that there is a big Japanese market already out there. It's a big stage, and it's not New York. So you can get all of the praise with less scrutiny in LA, because outside of the Lakers, you can be in LA and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Dodgers get their criticism, but it's not on the level of the Lakers, right? So you can be able to kind of slide through. And on top of that, the money was there. So why wouldn't he sign with the Dodgers? And he did. 12 years, $325 million for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The Mets were the highest bidder. The Dodgers decided to match. But that's not even the part that I am laughing at. It's not even the part that makes me smile from ear to ear. It's the fact that Yankee fans are so distraught. They're so angry. They're so upset that he decided not to sign with them. And on top of that, they weren't the highest bidders. So they went through all of that stuff. You had Cashman over there scouting players, scouting this Yamamoto for weeks, seen him play several games, saw him pitch a no-hitter or whatever it was out there, right? Win the MVP, all that crap. For you to come back here and lowball them. I love it. As a Mets fan, I love the Yankee misery. I don't hate the Yankees. But the fans, I can't stand them. Because you just believe that everybody wants to be a Yankee. I had that conversation where I asked a question about, Cameron maybe was saying that, the rule about them shaving, have to be clean shaven is I just don't understand it. Like, it's time for them to maybe either abolish it or update the rule. And every Yankee fan came out of the woodwork. It's pride. This is the reason why you don't have No, they don't have the names on the back of their jerseys because it's about the front. Nobody care about that shit now. Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cares about Joe DiMaggio now. Nobody cares about Babe Ruth. If you say Babe Ruth to some kid growing up right now, they gonna look at you like, who you talking about?
Baby Ruth?
Right. Is that the candy you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, I like Babe Ruth. I like the candy. It's good. It's not as good as Milky Way, but Babe Ruth I try. Like, they don't care about that. Mickey Mantle, who? They don't care. They care about being able to express themselves, wear whatever haircut they want, or facial hair. That's what they care about. Yankee way. Oh, yeah. You know what the Yankee way is now on the court or on the field? Not spending money. Not going to get the highest paid free agents. As kids, we already know when a guy was free, he was going to be a Yankee. Because George Steinbrenner was going to get him. Didn't matter what the cost was. He's going to pay that tax. Now you got idiot Hal Steinbrenner don't want to spend no money. You did all of that just to not be the highest bidder? Don't understand that. As a Mets fan, I'm good. You had Cohen fly out there, talk to him and his family, come here as well. They had dinner. You know what I'm saying? And you end up giving him the highest bid. And he saw it and he went back to the Dodgers and he said, yo, fam, Mets just offered me $12,325. Can you match it? Yeah, we can do that. All right, cool. I'm going to the Dodgers. That's respect. They set the market. Dodgers accepted it.
Right.
That's what you do. If you want to send your fan base a message to say, yo, we try. Hey, Cohen even came out and said, he said, yo, it's all good. Win some, you lose some. But you got to go out there and put your best foot forward. I shot my shot. I made sure I gave him everything that was in my arsenal to be able to give him, and he chose otherwise. I can be okay with that. But to go to your man and say, yeah, I only got $6 for you. It's crazy. So as Yankee fans, like I said, transfer portal for fans is open. If you want to change, the Dodgers are right there. If you want to go root for somebody, it's all right. It's all right. But as Mets fans, I'm very, very happy. Don't really care about the Dodgers right now. Listen, they always been a good team. It's fine. They got Shohei. It's fine. They got Freddie Freeman. Okay. Mookie Betts. Nice. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Great. As long as they were not New York Yankees. What does that say? What does that mean? Where are we going? To the greatest segment on the planet, W of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around and ask the room, who is the dummy of the week? I don't even know if Claw has one. Do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I used it before, but I got to do it again because I saw a new video. You know what I'm going to say?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Eric Adams?
No. That was good, though. I saw another Kim K video, and it's the only thing that just sticks out in my mind. I can't do it.
You need to start doing some research and stop picking the same ones all the time.
It's what I'm seeing. It's what pops up in my feed. Change my feed, bro.
Why is she the dummy?
It's just, I don't know. It's anytime she's on TikTok with her daughter, and clearly, you know what it is? I know what it is. Northwest is a star. Kim is trying to suck onto that, trying to maintain her intelligence.
Like Ray J?
You need to relax. And she's continuously trying to stay on the shit. But now it's like she's baiting her. Like she's literally using her to get more views. Like getting all the camera I guess all the content out of her. Exploiting her. There you go. So it's like now North is going viral for the shit she's saying, and now Kim is like attaching herself to it. And like, oh,
she's like, yeah,
but no, trying to like, oh, we can't say that. Like North said some shit today. I saw the other day, like, oh, Scott Disick and Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, we can't say that. We don't know. We can't spread rumors. We can't say anything that's not true. We're getting off live. But meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Like the app is still apping and all the, you know what I mean?
And North is saying all of these things when there's not a camera in her face, and she's not getting stopped.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So I hate it. I don't know.
A little girl like that's so candid about the way she speaks about things. You think that that's being policed at home? No.
So at the end of the day, it's like they're utilizing it. And then granted, like she's on Kanye's album, you know what I'm saying? So she has rap verses. Like she's gonna be something.
She's little Kanye.
She's little Ye. So it's like the end of the day, it's like that's the firstborn Ye. You know what I'm saying? And as much as when you look, you just gotta look back at it and be like, he really got away. He got out. He escaped the fucking. His kid didn't, but he escaped the what's the name?
Yeah, I listen. I
hate to I hate to recycle, but it's just I keep seeing it. It's just the most wagging shit in the world to me.
I'm with you.
I hate it.
Dummy, yeah.
Jimmy the super intern. Who told you about a 2-drink minimum, sir? Excuse me.
So first, I mean, this is almost my whole fantasy team, but mostly Saquon Barkley.
Well, it was your fault to pick him.
The worst performance I've ever seen.
Yes.
He could have done something for me. I don't even know if he was good or he could have done 14 yards.
Be happy that it Be happy that it wasn't. Be happy that it wasn't Bijan Robinson.
But so him, because he should be able to do better than that. I lost. And Michael Rappaport. I can't. He's gotta get off TikTok.
And Instagram.
Yeah, he's gotta get off.
And YouTube.
He's losing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Dummy, yeah.
Especially on Michael Rappaport. Like that was my man. Like I can't get jiggy with him now. But here's the thing. For the longest, he used to associate, or brothers used to associate with Michael Rappaport. Yo, he cool, right? But you're starting to see exactly what he is when certain cards get pulled. I'm just saying.
Dummy, yeah.
Silent Assassin.
Mine is there's a report of like the most searched recipes in 2023.
Oh, I'm curious to hear this.
And this goes for like a two-way kind of dummy. Like, so number 4 was a recipe of how to make a scooped bagel. So why are you searching that up? And 2 people who eat scooped bagels, I don't understand. Like, why? You're already eating the bagel shell. You know, you already like have the idea you want to eat a bagel, but you're not really eating a bagel because there's just like the outer crusty part, not like the bagel inside.
Wait, like bagel skin?
Yeah, basically. And like, why do you gotta look up how
to scoop out a fucking bagel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing though. I've heard it.
Dummy, yeah.
Make bagels. This older woman. It was always like an older person. Like, I want to watch my weight. Like, you're still.
So
like,
they would scoop out the bagel inside.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do that with my sandwiches.
But what do they put inside of it?
Still like all like the filling and stuff, whatever. Yeah, like cream cheese, butter, a sandwich, but like just like a doughless bagel crust.
I used to do it with like my heroes. I'd take out some of the bread. Like if I sliced it, I'd pull out some of the bread out of the heroes.
What, to make them pause?
Yeah.
To make the ingredients of the sandwich fit better?
I just don't like doughy things. Like, this is too much dough for me.
Interesting. A recipe for scooped bagels. Yeah, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm not going to.
Idiot brain?
No. There's a type of people that only do this.
You want me to say it?
No.
I'll do it.
No. There's only a certain type of people that are scooping out bagels.
It's
can't say that.
He's gonna.
But he's right. He's right. I don't care.
It's a LA thing. Believe it
Right.
or not. It's a California thing.
From who?
The Californians.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. So yeah.
Dummy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe the Jews were making more space
Racks.
for locks.
Free Fang, 2 drink minimum. Go.
My first is Lil Nas X.
What do you do?
He did this whole rollout, this photo shoot of him in like this all white, like corset, showing skin and crazy while holding the Bible like this. Like, really, dude? Like at this point, he's just you're just reaching for attention.
What was more offensive, him in the corset or holding the Bible?
I would say him in the corset because I really don't care about the Bible. I'm not that kind of guy. But I know what it symbolizes. So I would think it's offensive to some. For one, you're openly gay, flamboyantly, and you're wearing a corset, looking crazy, and you're posing with the Bible like this. I just think you're reaching for attention.
I mean, I think his entire career is about seeking attention. You really think he's gay?
Yeah, at this point, if he wasn't, he is now.
I don't know. I just could be a rollout. Could be.
Hey,
a lot of people thought that Prince was gay, and there was nothing gay about the man.
I never thought that, but that's different. This dude is like
it's new age.
No, but this dude is clearly doing gay things.
Make it free, not a girl. That's all I'm saying. Make it free, not a girl.
Revolution.
Cool.
You know, that's all I'm saying, man. Sometimes I look at certain things, bro, and I'm just like, man, are they really, or they're just doing this because there's money behind it? There's an engine. There's an algorithm that they can be able to tap into, and there's like an unlimited resource and pool of, you know, just something I think about. Might not be true.
I don't want an invitation to that club.
Respectfully. You are where you are. You do visit. Never mind. That was all great. I liked it. And the fact that Joey, that's your one.
That's just one. I actually got it too.
Don't do it.
No, it's a good one. I got it too. All right. I got it.
If you gotta look it up, then you don't have
right
it too.
It's right here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Number 2 is Aiden Mysezeropsky.
Rorovsky.
The legislative secretary of Democratic Parliament, Ben Cardin, is fired for having filmed a 4-minute gay sex tape in the company of a German student in a hearing room of the Senate of the United States of America.
Wow. Gay passionate sex.
Yeah.
In the Senate halls.
Yes. 4 minutes.
In the Senate hall, 4 minutes. So I wonder who watched this and actually logged the time. See that those are the things I'm thinking about,
now
right?
Here, now let's dig deep into this. Pause.
That sounds crazy.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
In theory, whoever did this watched gay porn.
Whoever did what?
Whoever logged this 4-minute video, who watched it and said, "All right, they watched the gay porn."
You know what? I didn't even really think about it like that. Damn, son, they did, and they had to watch, you know, every particular situation to know that A, yes, it was a 4-minute video, and B, it was a gay, it was gay sex. If that was me, I would never watch it. I'd be like, what was on the tape? I don't know.
It's your job, though.
Nah, I'm not watching it.
And then I would sue him for having me subjected to that.
Yeah, it's abuse.
Yeah.
Would that be considered sexual harassment?
Yes, without a doubt.
Silent assassin. What do you believe that falls under? If your job tells you that you were forced to watch this video and you have to report back.
I'm gonna report for harassment.
Facts. How dare you do this to me? Now my entire life has changed. You got me watching Brokeback Mountain in real life. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. It's crazy. And most of the time you see these type of scenes, it's not with like attractive people. It's with like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know that because I don't watch these scenes. So
it's crazy.
And I got a third one, Nicki Minaj, for bringing that butt outside.
Now, is this a rollout? Is like what's going on here? Are people really talking about this thing?
Dude, it looks crazy.
Well, what's the problem with it?
It looks like it's hanging.
A droopy butt?
Yeah.
Like she got a diaper on?
Depends.
Like a wet diaper?
Yes. It's crazy, bro. It's like it just went.
I mean,
yeah, pretty much like a kid's head in the car seat when they're sleeping.
I just don't think that the BBL. I think the BBL wave is done.
Yeah, it's done. Now all of these women are coming out now regretting it.
Yeah.
Whether it was Black China, Kim K, Nicki Minaj, and then you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna trickle down to the people who are less fortunate, who saved up their money to get this work done.
Right.
To now they're like, you know, these are people that I looked up to, and now they're saying, oh, they don't like it anymore.
Right. Like they went through all of this trouble to save their money to look like these plastic dolls.
Right. Went to
and
DR.
Then, right.
I'm gonna put their lives on the
$6.
line. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now people are like, yeah, you know that BBL stuff? We don't care about it anymore. I be honest with you. Like most men, they don't really care about that.
Right.
They don't care about that. So it's like you doing it for what? And if the industry changes in regards to all of these like Instagram situations or whatever it is, if it changes where they're not looking for women like that, now you stuck.
Right.
Now you stuck looking stupid, literally. With this big ass, you got nothing to do with you. You got this BBL and you working at CVS and Target.
Right.
What are you doing?
And they be capping so much.
Yo.
Because they go get these BBLs and next thing you know, they got pictures of themselves in the gym working out.
Right.
Come on. Like
putting the camera on and not doing nothing.
Right, big cap.
And not showing who they with.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty work.
Facts. It's crazy. So yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Dummy. Yeah.
Good one. All of those are good. I have mine. It's a little old, but it still applies. May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week, Charles Barkley.
Oh,
Charles Barkley is my
dummy. Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Freaky Fang. You're a Lakers fan.
Mm-hmm.
You understand Lakers lineage. You understand exactly what goes on in the penthouse. You know, we talk about dehumidifiers and space heaters in the basement where the Clippers are. Talk about all those things, but we don't really care about somebody's opinion if they don't have many accolades to back it up. Now listen, Charles Barkley is a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best players to ever play the game. Legend. But you have no leg to stand on talking about we are clowns to hang the in-season tournament banner. Where's your banner?
Where's your ring?
What banner have you ever hang in your life? Where's your ring? The last thing that you ever celebrated was a Western Conference championship back in '92. Don't nobody care? But he's the one laughing? 6'4" power forward? Couldn't play now? You gonna play now?
Nope.
Get his bum ass out of here. Like for some reason, if you notice, Charles Barkley needles the Lakers and LeBron for whatever reason, right? I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's, you know, just he knows that the Lakers are a big brand and that no matter what he says about them, it's gonna go viral. Probably a strategy to it, but you can't be the messenger, bro. You don't have no rings to show for it. LeBron James, newsflash, and this is so true when I'm saying it, surpassed Charles Barkley's career in year 8. The man went to 2 finals by year 8. Let's just think about this. Charles Barkley went to 1. Lost to MJ. Respect to him, right? But you talk about a guy, you talk about a franchise that runs laps around you in regards to success. You had to turn into a media darling for people that actually care about Charles Barkley post-career. If you ask anybody right now, can they give you one highlight of Charles Barkley's career? Can they give you one statistical stat line from his career? And it's impressive. I'm not saying it's not, but nobody can tell you.
Right.
All they know Charles Barkley for, sitting on that desk, sitting at that podium, talking nonsense about things that he shouldn't be talking about. You've never raised your hand to have somebody put a ring on it. You've never had that type of celebration when you had to put the hat on and have the champagne popping. Never had none of that. So how are you supposed to laugh at this? It's crazy to me. So Charles Barkley, my friend, it's okay to have career remorse about certain things that you never achieved and certain goals that you never attained. But leave LeBron and leave the Lakers alone, because I'm sure if you were in their shoes, you'd be standing there happy as hell to raise that in-season tournament banner and pop that champagne, because you never, ever knew what that felt like prior to that. So Charles Barkley, you might be a Hall of Famer. You might be one of the greatest media personalities that have ever walked the planet. Respect to you. You a loser today, and you're a winner for Dummy of the Week. That's all for the show. Claw, kind thoughts, sir.
Beauty isn't skin deep.
What is it?
What the fuck you looking at?
Nice. My super intern, Jimmy. You're the man. You really are. Appreciate you. Every week you're here. Work hard. Do what you gotta do. Nicole on the ones and twos, the silent assassin. Closing thoughts? Watch the pod.
Nah. Enjoy your Christmas and get drunk.
See? It's very good. Fang's thoughts.
I'm still thinking about how long it takes to get dick out of your mouth. Like, you know, like once a female blows somebody, like how much time has to pass by before you're allowed to kiss her?
The residue.
Yeah, before you're considered, you know, oh, that some guy had his dick in the mouth. Well, technically it's in your mouth now.
All right, does it compare to, I mean, I know it's a different thing, but when you get a foul-smelling female and that smell stays on you for a bit, does that apply the same way?
That's all.
I mean, that's all does get it off, but not the first few times, though. You got to apply like maybe 4. So maybe it's the same thing. Not that's all. You can't drink that's all, but you know, maybe it takes like a couple of cycles.
I don't know.
Get that out of there. You know? You got some men out there that like to snowball their chicks too. That's
snowball. What does that mean? Oh nah, don't.
It's a thing, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, it's nasty.
Like, yo, there's some women out there that will do the right? Swallow, and then they'll have some in their mouth and
swap. Oh my Lord.
Some sick people out there, man. Sickies.
That's nasty.
Not to them.
Yeah. Hey, every bun has its cheese.
That's a bar. I like that.
That's the Jamaican.
Especially if you're Jamaican. Yeah. So until next week, Merry Christmas. I guess. It's now no show next week.
Can I sing a song?
Go ahead.
Those JINGLE bells. Oh, got those JINGLEBELLS. Got those JINGLE bells. That's it.
Merry Christmas to all. To all a good night. There is no pod next week. We're off. We all need a break and vacation. Celebrate with your families. Relax. Drink some eggnog and whatever Nicole likes to drink. Red Bulls and Jägermeisters.
No, Red Bull and Michelob.
Right. Michelob and Red Bull together. What a combination. What are you gonna call that? You gotta name that drink something.
The McBull.
The silent assassin.
Wow.
That's hard. I like that. Stay safe. Stay cool. Peace. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
My son is the champ. So get over it.